What if I told you that the exhaustion you feel at 3 p.m., the blood pressure medication you're taking, and even those private moments that don't go as planned, all trace back to something happening silently inside your body right now? I'm Dr. Sarah, and in my 15 years working with men's health, I've seen the same pattern repeat itself hundreds of times. A man comes to my office complaining about fatigue. We run tests. His blood pressure is elevated. He mentions other concerns privately. And when we dig deeper, we find the real culprit. His circulation is failing him. But here's what keeps me up at night. Most men have no idea this is happening until they're already on multiple medications or facing a serious health crisis. Today, I'm going to share something that could change everything for you. 7 fruits that have been scientifically proven to reverse poor circulation, unclog your arteries, and restore the vitality you thought was gone for good. And the last one on this list? It's so powerful that one study showed it could reduce blood clot risk by over 15% in just weeks. Yet most men have never even considered eating it regularly. Stay with me, because what you're about to learn could save your life. The hidden crisis in your veins. Let me paint you a picture of what's happening inside your body right now if you're over 40. Your veins and arteries form an intricate network spanning over 60,000 miles. Yes, 60,000 miles of blood vessels running through your body. These aren't just tubes. They're living highways that deliver oxygen to your brain, nutrients to your muscles, and hormones to every organ that keeps you functioning as a man. But here's the problem. Over time, inflammation builds up on the inner walls of these vessels. Cholesterol particles begin to oxidize and stick to damaged areas. Calcium deposits form. Your once smooth, flexible arteries start to narrow and harden. This is called atherosclerosis, and it doesn't happen overnight. It's a slow, silent process. You might not feel it at first, but gradually, you start noticing things. You're more tired than you used to be. You need that afternoon coffee just to make it through the day. Your blood pressure readings creep higher at each doctor's visit. You might even notice changes in your physical performance, changes you're embarrassed to talk about, even with your doctor. These aren't separate problems. They're all connected to one root cause: restricted blood flow. When your circulation fails, your body struggles to deliver what your organs need. Your heart works harder, raising your blood pressure. Your brain gets less oxygen, causing mental fog. And yes, poor circulation directly impacts your performance in the bedroom because proper blood flow is essential for male function. Doctors often prescribe medications, and sometimes those are necessary. But here's what I've learned after years in practice. Medication manages symptoms. Food addresses the root cause. The foods you eat every single day are either supporting healthy circulation or accelerating the problem. And certain fruits contain powerful compounds that can actually reverse arterial damage, reduce inflammation, and restore blood flow naturally. Before we continue, I want to ask you something, and I want you to be honest with yourself. What fruit do you eat most often in a typical week? Bananas? Apples? Maybe oranges? Drop it in the comments below. I'm genuinely curious how many of you are already eating the circulation-boosting fruits I'm about to share. And if you're not, that's okay. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to add to your diet starting today. Let's start with what I consider the king of circulation fruits, pomegranate. Those jewel-like seeds bursting with red juice aren't just beautiful. They're packed with polyphenols, particularly punicalagins and anthocyanins, which are some of the most potent antioxidants found in nature. But what makes pomegranate truly special for circulation is its high concentration of dietary nitrates. Your body converts these nitrates into nitric oxide, a molecule that acts like a natural dilator for your blood vessels. When nitric oxide levels are adequate, your arteries relax, expand, and allow blood to flow freely. When they're low, your vessels stay constricted and stiff. Here's where it gets really interesting. In a clinical study published in the American Journal of Cardiology, researchers gave men with existing arterial plaque either pomegranate juice or a placebo for 3 years. The placebo group saw their arterial blockage worsen by 9%. But the pomegranate group? Their arterial plaque decreased by 30%. Think about that. This fruit didn't just slow down the damage. It actually reversed it. It helped the body break down and remove plaque that had been accumulating for years. How do you use it? I recommend drinking 4 to 6 ounces of pure, unsweetened pomegranate juice 3 to 4 times per week. You can also sprinkle fresh pomegranate seeds over salads, yogurt, or oatmeal. The whole fruit is always better than juice because you get the fiber too, which helps control blood sugar. One warning though, if you're on blood pressure or blood thinning medications, talk to your doctor before adding large amounts of pomegranate to your diet. It's powerful enough to enhance these medications' effects. Fruit number 2. Watermelon, the natural performance enhancer. Now, I know what you're thinking. Watermelon? That's just water and sugar, right? Wrong. Watermelon contains one of the most important amino acids for male health, L-citrulline. Here's how it works. When you eat watermelon, your body absorbs citrulline, and your kidneys convert it into another amino acid called L-arginine. L-arginine is the direct precursor to nitric oxide, that crucial molecule we just talked about. The beauty of citrulline is that it's more effective than taking arginine directly. Why? Because citrulline bypasses the liver and gets converted right where you need it most, in your blood vessels. Studies have shown that citrulline supplementation can improve blood vessel function, reduce blood pressure, and enhance blood flow to all parts of the body. And I do mean all parts. There's actually research comparing watermelon's effects to certain prescription medications used for erectile function. While watermelon isn't as potent as pharmaceutical drugs, it works through the same mechanism, increasing nitric oxide and improving blood flow. And it does this naturally, without side effects. The highest concentration of citrulline is actually in the white rind, not the pink flesh. So if you can tolerate it, blend some of that rind into smoothies. Otherwise, eating 2 to 3 cups of fresh watermelon several times a week will give you a solid dose. I've had patients tell me they noticed improved energy and stamina within just 2 weeks of adding watermelon to their regular diet. It's not magic. It's biochemistry working in your favor. Fruit number 3. Berries, the vascular protection squad. Blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, raspberries. These small fruits punch way above their weight when it comes to protecting your circulation. The secret is in their deep, rich colors. Those pigments come from compounds called anthocyanins, which are powerful antioxidants that specifically target and protect the endothelium. That's the thin inner lining of your blood vessels. Your endothelium is crucial. When it's healthy, it produces nitric oxide, prevents blood clots, and keeps inflammation in check. When it's damaged, your arteries stiffen, plaque forms more easily, and your blood pressure rises. Anthocyanins from berries help repair and protect this delicate lining. They reduce oxidative stress, decrease inflammation, and improve the flexibility of your arterial walls. A landmark study from Harvard followed over 93,000 women for 18 years and found that those who ate berries at least 3 times per week had a 32% lower risk of heart attack compared to those who ate berries once a month or less. Similar patterns have been found in studies with men. But here's something most people don't know. Frozen berries are just as nutritious as fresh ones, sometimes even more so because they're frozen at peak ripeness. So you have no excuse not to eat these year-round. I tell my patients to aim for at least 1 cup of mixed berries 3 times per week. Add them to morning oatmeal, blend them into smoothies, or just eat them as a snack. Your blood vessels will become more flexible, your blood pressure may drop, and your overall cardiovascular risk decreases significantly. Quick check-in. If you're still with me right now, I want you to do something. Comment Flow Crew below. Let me see how many of you are committed to taking your circulation seriously. This information could genuinely save your life or the life of someone you love. So drop that comment right now. Fruit number 4. Citrus fruits, the artery strengtheners. Oranges, grapefruits, lemons, limes. These bright fruits are circulation powerhouses, and it's not just because of vitamin C, though that's important. Let's talk about vitamin C first. This vitamin is essential for producing collagen, the protein that makes up the structural framework of your blood vessels. Without adequate vitamin C, your arterial walls become weak and prone to damage. That damage is where plaque formation begins. But vitamin C does something else crucial. It prevents LDL cholesterol from oxidizing. You've probably heard about bad cholesterol, but here's the truth. Cholesterol itself isn't the problem. It's when LDL cholesterol becomes oxidized that it turns into arterial plaque. Vitamin C acts like a bodyguard, protecting your cholesterol from this dangerous transformation. Citrus fruits also contain flavonoids like hesperidin and naringenin. These compounds improve blood vessel function, reduce inflammation throughout the cardiovascular system, and have been shown to lower blood pressure naturally. There's even research showing that people who regularly consume citrus have lower rates of stroke. One study found that those who ate citrus fruits daily had a 19% lower stroke risk compared to those who rarely ate them. Here's my recommendation. Start your day with warm lemon water. Squeeze half a fresh lemon into warm water and drink it before breakfast. This helps alkalize your system and gives you a vitamin C boost first thing. Then have an orange or grapefruit as a snack, or add citrus segments to salads for lunch. Just be careful with grapefruit if you're on certain medications, as it can interact with how your body metabolizes them. Always check with your doctor or pharmacist. Fruit number 5. Dark grapes, the resveratrol revolution. Now we come to a fruit that's gotten a lot of attention, but for the wrong reasons. You've probably heard that red wine is heart healthy. Well, that's partially true, but the benefits don't come from the alcohol. They come from the dark grapes used to make the wine, specifically from a compound called resveratrol. Resveratrol is found in the skins and seeds of dark grapes, and it's one of the most researched compounds in cardiovascular health. What makes it so special? First, resveratrol is a potent anti-inflammatory. Chronic inflammation is one of the primary drivers of arterial damage and plaque formation. By reducing inflammation, resveratrol helps keep your blood vessel walls smooth and healthy. Second, it protects your endothelium, that crucial inner lining we talked about earlier. Resveratrol activates enzymes that produce nitric oxide, keeping your vessels dilated and your blood flowing freely. Third, and this is fascinating, resveratrol activates something called sirtuins. These are proteins often called longevity genes because they help repair cellular damage and protect against age-related diseases. For your circulation, this means your blood vessels can maintain their youthful flexibility even as you age. Studies have shown that resveratrol can reduce LDL cholesterol oxidation by up to 40%, significantly lowering your plaque formation risk. It also helps prevent blood clots by making platelets less sticky. Now here's the important part. While red wine contains resveratrol, the alcohol comes with its own health risks, especially if consumed regularly. You'd have to drink so much wine to get therapeutic amounts of resveratrol that you'd cause more harm than good. The better approach? Eat whole dark grapes. Red grapes, black grapes, Concord grapes. Eat them with the skins on, and if you can tolerate it, chew some of the seeds too. That's where the highest concentration of resveratrol lives. You can also drink pure, dark grape juice, preferably organic and with no added sugar. Just be mindful of portion sizes because of the natural sugar content. I recommend eating a cup of dark grapes 3 to 4 times per week. Some of my patients have reported noticeable improvements in their energy levels within a month of adding grapes to their daily routine. And here's a bonus. Grapes are also high in potassium, which helps regulate blood pressure by balancing out sodium's effects. It's like nature designed these little fruits specifically for cardiovascular health. Fruit number 6. Apples, the cholesterol fighter you're ignoring. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. You've heard this saying your whole life, but do you know why it's actually true? Apples are one of the most underrated circulation boosters available, and they work in multiple ways. First, let's talk about pectin. This is a type of soluble fiber found in high amounts in apples, especially in the peel. When you eat an apple, the pectin moves through your digestive system and binds to cholesterol molecules, preventing them from being absorbed into your bloodstream. Instead, they're escorted out of your body as waste. Studies have shown that eating 2 apples per day can lower LDL cholesterol by up to 10% in just a few months. That might not sound dramatic, but remember, every point you lower your LDL naturally means less medication you might need in the future. But apples offer more than just cholesterol management. They contain a powerful flavonoid called quercetin, which has remarkable effects on your blood vessels. Quercetin is a potent antioxidant and anti-inflammatory compound. It reduces inflammation in arterial walls, prevents LDL oxidation, and has been shown to lower blood pressure. In fact, some research suggests quercetin is as effective as certain blood pressure medications when taken consistently over time. Here's something else. Quercetin helps prevent blood clots by reducing platelet aggregation. This means your blood flows more smoothly and is less likely to form dangerous clots that could lead to heart attacks or strokes. Apples are also rich in polyphenols, particularly in the peel, which support overall cardiovascular health and help maintain the flexibility of your arteries. The best part? Apples are available year-round, they're affordable, they're portable, and they require zero preparation. Yet most men completely overlook them in favor of more exotic or trendy health foods. My advice, eat at least 1 apple per day, preferably with the peel on. That's where most of the quercetin and fiber live. Choose organic when possible to avoid pesticide residues, or wash conventional apples thoroughly. Slice them with almond butter for a snack, dice them into oatmeal, or just grab one on your way out the door. It's simple, effective, and backed by decades of research. Fruit number 7. Kiwi, the overlooked circulation superhero. And now we come to the fruit that surprised even me when I first reviewed the research. The one that most men never think about, but that might be the most powerful circulation booster on this entire list. Kiwi. This small, fuzzy fruit from New Zealand is an absolute powerhouse. Let me show you why. First, Kiwi is loaded with vitamin C. Just one medium kiwi contains more vitamin C than an orange. We've already discussed how vitamin C protects your blood vessels and prevents cholesterol oxidation, so right off the bat, kiwi is supporting your circulation. But kiwi offers something even more valuable: potassium. A single kiwi provides about 215 milligrams of potassium, which is significant considering that most men don't get nearly enough of this crucial mineral. Potassium helps your blood vessels relax and counteracts the blood pressure-raising effects of sodium. The more potassium in your diet, the lower your blood pressure tends to be. Kiwi is also rich in antioxidants, including vitamin E, which specifically protects the fatty components of your blood from oxidative damage. This is crucial because oxidized fats are what initiate plaque formation. But here's where kiwi really shines, and this is what sets it apart from every other fruit on this list. Multiple studies have shown that eating just 2 to 3 kiwis per day significantly reduces blood clotting factors. In one Norwegian study, participants who ate 2 to 3 kiwis daily for 28 days experienced an 18% reduction in platelet aggregation and a 15% reduction in triglycerides. Let me put that in perspective. Those results are comparable to taking a daily aspirin for blood thinning, but without the side effects like stomach bleeding or ulcers. This makes kiwi incredibly valuable for men at risk of blood clots, which includes pretty much anyone over 40 with circulation concerns. Blood clots are what cause most heart attacks and strokes, so anything that naturally reduces clotting risk without medication is extraordinary. Another study published in the journal Platelets found that kiwi consumption improved blood lipid profiles and increased antioxidant capacity in the blood. Participants saw these benefits in as little as 4 weeks. So why isn't everyone talking about kiwi? Honestly, I think it's because it's not as flashy as pomegranate or as familiar as apples. It's small, it looks a bit odd, and most people just overlook it in the produce section. But that's a mistake. If you're serious about improving your circulation naturally, kiwi deserves a regular spot in your diet. Here's how to use it. Eat 2 to 3 kiwis per day for maximum benefits. You can eat them with the skin on, yes, the fuzzy part is edible and contains even more fiber and antioxidants, or scoop out the flesh with a spoon. Add them to smoothies, slice them onto Greek yogurt, or just eat them as a snack. One tip: choose kiwis that yield slightly to pressure. If they're rock hard, let them ripen on your counter for a few days. A ripe kiwi is sweeter and easier to digest. The big picture. Why this matters more than you think. Let me step back for a moment and talk to you doctor to patient. I've been working in men's health for over 15 years now. I've seen thousands of patients walk through my door. And I can tell you from experience that circulation problems are the silent epidemic that nobody talks about. Men come to me complaining about fatigue, brain fog, declining stamina, or performance issues. They think these are separate problems that just come with age. But when we investigate, we almost always find the same root cause: compromised circulation. Your body is interconnected. When your blood doesn't flow properly, everything suffers. Your brain, your heart, your muscles, your hormones, your intimate function. Everything. And here's what frustrates me. We live in a culture that immediately reaches for medication. Don't get me wrong, medications save lives. I prescribe them when necessary. But they should be the last resort, not the first response. Food is medicine. The compounds in these 7 fruits, the polyphenols, the nitrates, the flavonoids, the vitamins, they're not just nutrients. They're powerful bioactive substances that can literally change what's happening inside your blood vessels. When you eat pomegranate, you're not just having a snack. You're increasing nitric oxide production and potentially reversing arterial plaque. When you eat watermelon, you're delivering citrulline that will become the building blocks for better blood flow throughout your entire body. When you eat berries, you're protecting the delicate endothelial lining that keeps your arteries flexible and responsive. This isn't theory. This is documented, peer-reviewed, published research from major medical journals and universities around the world. But here's the catch: these fruits only work if you actually eat them consistently, over time. One pomegranate won't fix years of arterial damage. But eating pomegranate 3 times per week for 6 months? That can create measurable improvements in your vascular health. The same goes for all 7 of these fruits. They need to become regular parts of your diet, not occasional additions. So let me give you a practical plan that you can implement immediately. Week 1 to 2. The foundation: start by adding 3 of these fruits to your weekly routine. I recommend berries, any kind, 3 times per week; apples daily; citrus fruits, lemon water in the morning, an orange for snack. Don't try to do everything at once. Build the habit first. Week 3 to 4. Level up now: add pomegranate juice or seeds 3 times per week, watermelon when in season or frozen in smoothies, dark grapes as a regular snack. Week 5 and beyond, the complete protocol. Finally, add kiwi. 2 to 3 per day if you're serious about maximizing circulation benefits. At this point, you should be consuming a variety of these circulation-boosting fruits throughout every week. Your body will be receiving a constant supply of the compounds it needs to repair, protect, and maintain healthy blood flow. Here's what you might notice. Within 2 weeks, increased energy, less afternoon fatigue. Within 4 to 6 weeks, better mental clarity, improved stamina during physical activity. Within 2 to 3 months, potential improvements in blood pressure readings, better sleep, enhanced physical performance. Within 6 months, measurable improvements in vascular health if you were to get tested. Of course, everyone's body is different, and results vary depending on your starting point, overall diet, and lifestyle factors. Before I finish, I need to address something important. You might be thinking, can't I just take supplements instead of eating all these fruits? Here's my honest answer as a doctor. Supplements have their place, but they can't replicate what whole foods do. When you eat a pomegranate, you're not just getting one compound. You're getting hundreds of phytonutrients working together synergistically. You're getting fiber that feeds your gut bacteria and helps control blood sugar. You're getting vitamins and minerals in their natural, most bioavailable forms. Studies consistently show that people who eat whole fruits have better health outcomes than those who take isolated supplements. The magic isn't in one compound. It's in how all the compounds work together. So while I'm not against supplements as an addition to a healthy diet, they should never be your primary strategy. Real food first. Always. I also need to give you an important caution, particularly if you're on certain medications. Several of these fruits can interact with blood pressure medications, blood thinners, and other drugs. This isn't a reason to avoid the fruits, it's a reason to talk to your doctor. If you're on medication and you want to add these fruits to your diet, which I encourage, have a conversation with your physician. In many cases, as your circulation improves naturally, you may actually be able to reduce your medication dosages over time. But that needs to be done under medical supervision. Never stop or adjust medications on your own. Here's what I want you to do right now. I want you to commit to the next 30 days. Just 30 days of intentionally adding these circulation-boosting fruits to your diet. Not perfectly. Not obsessively. Just consistently. Keep a simple journal. Note which fruits you ate each day. Note how you feel. Your energy levels. Your sleep quality. Any changes you notice physically. I promise you, if you do this for 30 days, you will feel different. And once you feel the difference, you won't want to go back. Your circulation is the foundation of your vitality as a man. It affects your energy, your strength, your mental sharpness, your confidence, and yes, your performance in every area of life. You have the power to improve it naturally, starting with your very next meal. If this information opened your eyes to something you didn't know before, I need you to do 3 things right now. First, hit that like button. It tells me this content is valuable and helps other men who are struggling with these same issues find this video. Second, subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications. I release new men's health content every week, covering everything from hormone optimization to disease prevention to natural performance enhancement. This is information that could genuinely change your life. Third, and this is the most important, share this video with someone who needs it. Think about the men in your life. Your father. Your brothers. Your friends. How many of them are dealing with high blood pressure, low energy, or declining vitality? Send them this link. You might literally save their life. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these 7 fruits surprised you the most? Did you have any idea that kiwi was such a powerful blood thinner? Were you shocked to learn that watermelon works similarly to prescription medications? Or maybe you're already eating some of these and you've noticed the benefits. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Tell me which fruit you're going to start with. Tell me about your circulation concerns. I read every single comment, and I often respond with personalized advice. Also, if you have questions about how to incorporate these fruits into your diet, or if you're dealing with specific health conditions and you're not sure where to start, leave those questions below too. I can't give individualized medical advice in the comments, but I can point you in the right direction. And remember, your health is in your hands. You don't have to accept declining circulation as an inevitable part of aging. You have more control than you think. Start today. Choose one fruit from this list. Put it on your shopping list right now. Make it part of your routine this week. Your body will thank you. Your energy will improve. your confidence will grow. And you'll be setting yourself up for a longer, stronger, more vibrant life. This is Dr. Sarah, reminding you that the best time to take control of your health was 10 years ago. The second best time is right now. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep flowing, stay strong, and eat your fruit. P.S. If you're serious about optimizing your health naturally, check out the description below. I've linked some additional resources on circulation health, blood pressure management, and male vitality that you might find helpful. And if you want to dive even deeper, I offer detailed guides and courses on my website. The link is in the description. Your circulation is your lifeline. Treat it that way.